gamers all over Twitch are like, no, get all. They want all political content off of Twitch. Gamers are begging Twitch, get rid of political content. We don't want it. We want ad-friendly content. That's us gaming, right? That's ad-friendly content. We don't want this. But for Twitch, these guys are cash cows, right? Hassan, Asma, they're cash cows.
Destiny has a viral video right now where he says that all of the people on the right should be banned.
Including you.
Including me.
Yeah.
He says people like,
by name?
By name.
Yeah, by name.
I don't know who else he mentions. I don't remember, but he says Tim Pool, these people, they're only awful and their platform should be totally banned. And I'm like,
he said Tucker Carlson.
Right. Yep.
He said Tim Pool. He said there was multiple personalities.
But I'm in complete agreement right now with him, and I'm glad he brought it up because we hold the power of the institutions. We won the popular vote. The advertisers are siding with X, and he's going to get himself banned for screaming this. And bye-bye, Destiny.
Disney came back to X too, even.
That's what I'm talking about. All the major corporations are coming back to X because Destiny and his ilk are on the wrong side of history.
Yeah.
Destiny wanted to make the argument about democracy and all that. Well, he's anti-democracy. The more he complains, he is opposed to the will of the people. So if he wants to advocate for bannings, I say, well, don't look at me. But my stance on this has changed.
And he's by the way, this guy's always been a deplatformer. I mean, way back, he's always been the advocate for deplatforming, unless it's him. It's
10 years ago, I was in the we shouldn't ban people, we protect free speech, even for those who disagree with camp. Now I'm in the I do not defend my enemies.
Yes.
Destiny wants to burn down free speech. I say, hey, man, you're on your own. So when they start ripping their revenue away and banning them out, and Hassan as well, I just say, sucks for you guys, I guess. I ain't going to speak up for you.
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
Suffer.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit there. I would never go and go out of my way to try and get someone banned, but I'm not going to do one. I'm not going to lift one finger. Right. I'm not going to waste one bit of breath trying to defend him. Or anyone that says, these people should be banned. If you're advocating for banning people, beat it. I'm not going to defend you.
What these people are saying is even so much worse than that. It's not even just the idea of democracy. What Destiny was saying in that video clip, and I've heard this echoed from guys like Pac-Man and many others, is that all of humanity is benefited by you being gone. You even having a place to say anything is an existential threat to humankind itself.
That's what he was saying. Right?
And all that happens is that the world's going to improve by getting rid of you. That's a call to action.
Yeah.
That's an actual call to action. We must do this. We need to get rid of these people. How is it not if you say these people are an existential threat to everybody, right?
Well,
How's that not really a call to action? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
There's a reason why. And this is actually a fascinating metric I'd love to study. Maybe we could hire maybe People's Pundit. Rich Bears could help us out with this. After the election, that was a major inflection point. CNN and MSNBC's ratings collapsed.
Yep.
David Pakman, Brian Tyler Cohen, they started bleeding subscribers.
Yeah.
And he made a big deal out of it.
Yeah, he did.
And then when we responded, he made another big deal out of it. If you look at their accounts on X, AOC lost 150K this month, more now. They're fleeing to Blue Sky or other apps. And so we saw in the inverse, Fox News' ratings go up. Our viewership skyrocketed. We jumped a substantial amount. We are still seeing increased ratings. Right now, we're at 60,625 concurrent views, where we were averaging before 45K. So we've seen a boost. I'm wondering if this is regular people were watching these leftists, these liberals, believed them, saw that the majority of the country did not agree. Some of them either asked themselves, am I wrong? Some of them said, oh, crap, I'm on the wrong side of history. But I'm wondering if we can actually track that sentiment among people who ditched the liberal shows and are rushing over here. And I think then the reason why people like Destiny are saying we'd be better off without them is because then the viewers would have nowhere else to go and they'd be trapped in his sycophantic lie machine.
Well, it's always been the case that the leftists on Twitch and on YouTube have always pulled their resources, especially on Twitch, to remove any right-wing personality who existed there. For a good example of this, Fuentes was on Twitch. He was vastly popular. I think, to my understanding, he did follow the terms of service that they had set down at the time. They got rid of him because leftists collectively demanded that they get rid of him. That was it. And it's because, why? Well, he siphoned a ton of viewers. And because of that, he siphons their money. And that's what it comes down to, right? You're exactly right. They want to have the pool of viewership and the pool of cash. So, yeah, they do collectively demand often that right-wingers be removed from these platforms, whether they're breaking the TOS or not. They don't care. And they'll make shit up. I've seen them make up various things. I've seen them say, this guy's advocating for transgender genocide and all sorts of crazy things that nobody ever said anything about in order to push reports to various platforms to get you deplatformed.
The craziest thing I've been talking about for the past month, I went onto the front page of YouTube. I normally don't look. I don't go onto YouTube and look at default not signed in account like a fresh browser login. And I started to because we saw our viewership spike randomly. And I was like, okay, we got to be featured. Like, they put you on the front page, your viewership's going to jump. So I go to the front page, and sure enough, I see Timcast IRL. And I was like, wow, something changed in the algorithm. I don't know if it's after the CEO passed on. Rest in peace, no disrespect. The new CEO had a change of heart and said, if the show's good, it's good, put it on the front page. What I noticed, though, when I started looking, there are channels that will take a clip of me from this show talking about, I don't know, roosters, and then put that in a screen with Cenk Uygur, who is talking about tax rates from 5 years ago, and make it seem like we're debating. And they'll get 30,000 views on it and make money. That's insane and freaky stuff. So you'll get a video where, I can't remember, one of them I saw made the claim that me and Cenk Uygur were fighting with each other, and we were enemies, and I was like, that's really weird. Like, he was actually, we were talking to him about coming on the show and everything was cordial. We disagreed, but he's been cordial. So I clicked the video and it was a total fabrication. And it had like 38,000 views or something. And I was like, holy crap. I went back and I saw a bunch of these, Ben Shapiro debating a guy, and different channels doing it. They realize that this space and these debates get traffic and people want to see it. They realize that big names attract the viewers. And so they can make a fake video. They don't call it parody or anything like that. They just say, wow, look at this. Whoa. And then they play it. It's
that's been going on for years. People tapping into the large content creators have conflict.
But making these fake videos I've never seen before. They do
it all. Yeah, they've been doing it for a while.
Making videos from two different channels totally unrelated to each other and combining them to make a fake debate.
Well, maybe not specifically that. Was it an actual fake debate that they hosted? Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like a short video with a couple clips. One of them was me. And I can't remember exactly what it was, but let's say I'm talking about, Joe Biden comes out and says, Trinidad shot of pressure.
Yeah.
And then I go, what was that? That was gibberish nonsense. The man's not even speaking English now. How could you sit there and tell me this guy is giving me an honest argument? And then it would be a clip of Cenk Uygur going, don't say that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean, that's old. That's an old way to do satire too.
Yeah,
right?
But this was not satire.
It
was a guy hosting it going, hey guys, so I was watching the debate with Tim and Cenk, and it was really crazy because Tim was saying this, and I was like, what?
Just totally fabricated?
Yes, 100%. And there were a bunch of them from different people, and I was like, yo, what is this? That's freaky.
So they just look at what's trending in the algo, maybe, and then try to push that content out.
Certain names get clicks.
Yeah, of course.
It's like when people make the clips from this show where they edit it in funny ways, where it's like me and Ian staring into each other's eyes, and then the next clip is like we're not there anymore, and then those are funny. But these videos are weird. Anyway, to your point, the reason I bring it up, it is like Sam Cedar is the king of this. He just makes things up every day. It's like his whole show is just fabricated. The dude literally came on the Culture War podcast.
I know, I watched it.
Did you see when he said, that's the clip I was trying to get?
Yep.
He admitted to doing it. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.